old people walking in saying, "Hey, you're making too much noise."
Instantly demonetized from swearing.
Not
Welcome
again.
back, welcome back, everybody, to This Week in Bullshit. I am your host, Proper Jeremy, and with us today, we have some very handsome gentlemen today, and we'll be joined by a lovely lady later in the show. But first off, I'd like to introduce now I think a staple to the show. Pop Culture PB is with us once again. What is up, man?
Oh, not much. I'm real excited to be here today. Very excited. I read some of the articles you sent. I looked at the headlines of the other ones, and there's definitely a lot of bullshit this week.
Oh, yeah. And I just went through a lot of it just a couple hours ago. So, yeah.
And before we take off, I just have one thing to say for anybody that was watching Thomas's live stream earlier. Fuck candy corn.
Oh, ooh. We're going to talk about candy corn here. And of course, the devilishly handsome and my fellow Ohioan 19K Fox is with us today. What is up, man?
Proper, how the hell are you, buddy?
Great. How the hell are you?
Great. Thanks for having me. Enjoying this Ohio/Northern Kentucky weather.
Ah, nice. The Ohio weather up here is very nice as well. Anyways, let's get this crap over with. This
super
candy corn
chat
thing. Oh, we do have to do that first. And this is not a Zod super chat. This is for real. Okay.
You got a bunch of them.
Oh, shoot. You're right. Thomas Gilkey spends $5. Dude, thank you, Thomas. Yeah, shout out to your stream earlier. You were talking about candy corn. Was that what the topic was? The candy corn debate?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gosh. I'm... All right. We'll hash it out here, too. Because everyone keeps talking about it, and yeah. Sith Lord 3827 says, thank you for the $2, by the way. I'm calling bullshit from the beginning. LMAO. Well, thank you, Sith Lord. I greatly appreciate that. And I also like to say hello to a couple people too once we get this. Oh, Thomas, thank you for the $2 once again. You know, you could say something. You can say anything you want in the super chats, but I do appreciate it, kind sir. Thank you so much. We got $2 from the Price is Right review. He says, Proper Jeremy, my man, sup, bro? Been a while. Stay cool. Stay cool, too. Price is Right review. Great to see you here. We got $2 from Mary Mayhem. You don't have to do this. Mary says, I, Proper Jeremy, love candy corn.
Oh, she got you. Oh, she got you good.
I, Proper Jeremy, love candy corn.
Oh, there you go. You used the proper voice.
That's $2 well spent. Thomas also, and she's gonna clip that too. Thomas also says for $2, nothing. Dude, Thomas, thank you. I just say something in the super chat. I feel bad. Just like you just send it and just, you know, that's it. Yeah, but like, dude, I appreciate it, man. And seriously, shout out to your stream. For real. Oh my gosh.
Well, I think Thomas might echo the same sentiment that your next super chat is.
19K. Dude, you're on the panel. You can say whatever you want. I appreciate it, man. These for $4.99. He says candy corn is Satan. Yes, I wouldn't go that far, but I think it is disgusting. Mary is very happy. I have the wrench, Ryan. Wait, what did you do to Ryan?
Uh-oh.
No, Mary.
Oh.
Did you time him out?
She did, didn't she?
Did she?
I don't know.
Did you time him out?
She has abused her power.
Wait a minute. You put him in timeout?
This is crazy. This is unheard of or not unorthodox.
Oh my God. No. Why would you do that? Mary. Nah, that ain't cool.
That's why we can't have nice things.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna have to change some things. Gonna have to remove your mod status if you can't behave.
The fandom will never be the same.
No, Mary, that's unacceptable. Don't do this. Don't do this to me.
Don't make me
Okay, you didn't time him out. I just removed a comment with vulgarity.
Okay.
That's fair enough.
It was super vulgar.
Yes, indeed. I'll actually see if I can find it. No, Ryan, you're not timed out. You're good. Mary says for $2. I love the feeling of no.
No, that's not fair.
That's not fair. But
that's not fair.
I can't. But I'm going. Yeah, it's not fair.
You have to slightly alter it when you read it, and just change the I for the word Mary, and then change love for loves. You just change it slightly, so it's just her saying it.
Just a few letters there. You're fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I love the feeling of candy corn on Mary's tongue. How about that?
Oh, that works. That works.
Nicely done.
Subverted your expectation,
yeah.
Mary. That is what you get. That is what you get for. Come on, I had to get one there.
No, you got me. I was sitting here like, son of a bitch, he's not going to alter it at all, and we just gave him a freaking way to do it.
And then Luke.
And then he did it expertly.
No, it's true. Love you, Mary. Okay, we're gonna go in and say hello to the lovely people of the chat. Caesar Rives. Hopefully I'm not butchering that. What is up? How you doing? Hail Caesar.
Hail Caesar.
Yes, Butterfingers says, hey, what is up? Golden finger thing. I love it. Is that like C-3PO's hand? I don't think I've ever asked.
No, it's like King Midas's hand.
Oh, that's right. Robert Pearson says, would love to stay in chat, but it's nearly 12:30 a.m. here, and I've got an early start. Have a good one and talk about much poop. Yes, a lot of poop we'll be talking about. And I've hit the like button, though, before I go. Thank you. And by the way, if you are just joining us here, please hit that like button, smash it. And I just got rid of my pop filter so quick. It is not stable at all. This is what happens when you have a very bad pop filter. But
this is what happens when you do it fucking live.
We'll do it live. Megazord Jeremy says, proper Jeremy. I am Megazord Jeremy, the most powerful Jeremy. Of all the Jeremys, the next to Jeremy Prime, I have the combined powers of all the Jeremys, like Jeremy Prime, grrr, except how to spell the word of. One weakness.
Well,
grammar, his only weakness.
Grammar.
Curse you, grammar.
How dare you? Shellback TJC, not THC. So I made that mistake many times. Says, don't start late. That will be bullshit in of itself. Yes, but it's called This Week in Bullshit. We have to kind of do this. We have to do this. We have to do this. Wookiee Lives Matter says, hey, proper. Hello, everyone. Hello, Wookiee.
Hello, Wookiee.
Yes.
Wookiee.
And Ryan, of course, hashtag cancel candy corn. Yes, cancel the candy corn.
Cancel.
And Tommy is also here saying hello to everyone except for me, but I will say hello to you first. And
what's up, Tommy? I was talking with Tommy on Twitter earlier. We're chill.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. I really like him. All right. And Candice is also here saying that hit the like button. She's going to be joining us later tonight. Yeah, and I think that's about it. Oh, Moira Kelly. Excuse me.
Moira Kitty
says, I'm so sorry. I can't believe we have this many 30 and 40-year-old people arguing about painted sugar. Thank you.
It's the stuff that matters, okay?
By the way, I'm not 30 or 40. Thank you very much.
I thought that was pretty funny. That was the best part of the chat right there.
Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just do this real quick. Let's get this out of the way. What's your stance on candy corn, PB?
Oh, like I said on Twitter earlier, all it is leftover sugar from all of the other better candy out there, mashed together and then painted. It's trash. It's
Fox?
meant for the trash.
Nope.
It's the bologna and hot dog of the candy world.
Ah,
It's the
that is
kneecaps,
a
the
good
elbows, and
analogy.
the
I like
lips of
that.
random animals just smashed together, and it just, there's nothing appealing about it.
They've been using the same form and recipe since 1898.
The only way it's decent is if you combine it with other candies, which is just cheating.
I mean, like literally the same form, like what they form the candy corns with. It's the same piece they've been using since 1898.
It's the same metal form. The press
same metal form
from 1837.
Actually, it was created in the 1880s, but the tricolored formula was 1898. So,
are you fucking kidding me?
Yep, it said the same 3 colors: white, orange, and yellow since 1898.
Well, to be fair, I completely pulled that number out of my ass, and it was halfway correct.
No, you ruined it, PB. You should say, I know. I did my research.
Well, I knew it was from the 1800s, but I didn't know the exact year that they added the ridiculous paint to be like, oh, look, it's something that you can actually survive on. It's corn.
Right. It's so ridiculous. The best thing and it's not even corn. It's not corn.
I would rather have circus peanuts.
Oh. The only thing that's
exactly.
That's disgusting too. The only thing that I would rather you know what is similar about corn and candy corn? It doesn't change when you poop. It's
exactly the same. Yep.
It's exactly the same.
Okay, I gotta reference this message that the turtle sent. He said, and how many people love bologna and hot dogs, Mr. Fox?
Would you take when choosing between that or steak? Which one are you going to go for?
Ah, exactly. We're talking about the relative scale of meat, and hot dog is right at the bottom.
Yep.
Bologna is worse than hot dogs. At least with hot dogs, you could put stuff on it and make it kind of cool. You could make a chili dog, but it's all the other stuff that makes the chili dog.
That's what I'm saying. But exactly, it's what you put on it that makes it special. It by itself, like you take a hot dog and you put it on a bun. Who's eating just a hot dog on a bun?
No one.
No one.
No one.
No one. Everybody adds at least one condiment. At least one. And it might be something wild like horseradish, but it's at least one. Nobody's eating dry fucking hot dogs.
And if you just move your eyes like 6 inches over, you see brats and mets and every other thing you can choose. Sausages. Why would you go for a hot dog?
You're pulling at my heartstrings with the brats there, Fox.
Now listen, we've all been poor, we've all been, young, and you got to eat the bologna and you got to eat the hot dog. But one day you aspire to have the met and the
right.
brat.
Like I will buy the bologna and the hot dogs that I can buy the steak.
That's how you know you made it, PB. That's how you know you made it.
Yeah, and
better cuts of meat.
Oh yeah, and it's just the progression that just leads to much better life and whatnot. Yep, Candice also likes brats. Sennett's like nice. She agrees, even though his comment was before. Tommy says, "You are a good guy, but your views on the candy corn, is borderline phobic proper. You have failed this live stream." Oh my god.
I beg to differ.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty good. We have the Biden cube just staring at us with one eye. Yeah.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I would rather he look at me than sniff me.
But it's one eye. So is he winking at you, or is he like peeking around the corner? I mean, how? Just
it looks like that one eye is wide open, so it must be a wink.
Yeah, he's always watching.
Which is even creepier.
Yeah, a little bit. Who's your favorite Biden, PB? You know the Bidens always come in least chat.
Oh, my favorite one? I mean, I probably have to go with at least the first one that I saw, so I'll say original, and I'll go Biden Touch.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got that magical touch.
Yeah, I have to agree.
One emoji gets me laughing, and every time I love it. Just the face too. The face, it's great. It's just
He
great.
just waves hello.
I know it's great. Wookiee Lives Matter likes Biden dirty. Dope. Oh, I didn't even mean to.
You
Okay.
presume too much. Bookie's Biden dirty.
Perhaps too. So let's actually get into what topics you were originally going to talk about before this whole thing blew up.
Yeah, no more gutter candy.
Yeah, no more of this. Anyways, I want to talk about first off this whole thing about we're going to talk about the Joker a little bit, and then we're going to move on to the main topic. So Joker, have you seen it? What'd you think of it?
Yeah, I saw it. It was pretty fucking good.
I agree.
In fact, it might be the best movie that I saw this year so far.
I might have to agree.
I haven't left a movie feeling like, I don't want to say good because of all of the things that happen in the movie, but I felt good about the movie in the sense of how it wrapped up its own individual story, but still left enough out there that you're going to be asking questions constantly about this movie forever.
That's the sign of a great movie. Fox, have you seen it?
I've seen it twice. And
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I had a long conversation today with someone about the scene with the stair. Are we doing spoilers? Or?
No.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
we saw this in the trailer. Just the scene with the stairs. He ascends the stairs, and it's dark, and it's dreary, and he's sort of moping up the stairs. But when he comes down the stairs, the sun's out, he's dancing, and for me, it was his descent was what was freeing him. But for most of us, the descent is bad. So it just sort of runs counter to what we would normally think of ascension and descension. And I was like, I can't believe I got that out of two scenes of a guy walking up the stairs and then down the stairs. It's a great movie.
Yeah, I completely agree on that. Absolutely. And I never got that until you just mentioned it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
was that their intent? I don't know, but it seemed to me that I think he walked up the stairs twice, and it was always dark, and it was just foreboding. And then, I mean, when the one scene when he's going down the stairs, man, he is just happy. The music's playing, the sun's out, he's free.
Did he only go down the stairs once?
I think so.
I mean, only one time that I can recall.
That's all it matters.
Which I do find it funny that when he is ascending, he's going up to his shit life, maybe, or whatever. But when he's descending, things are getting better. You would think that those things are opposite.
Yeah.
But they're not.
But because of his mental state,
Exactly.
the reverse is true.
Oh, wow. And,
where they're placed in the movie, like the timing of them, like it's not too early and it's not too late, that, well, at least some of us hadn't forgot about it.
Right. Because they hold on that. I mean, especially as he ascends, they hold on it. I mean, when he's dancing, there's more, okay, there's a hold on it, that's fine. But as he walks, they hold on it. And it's just the steps that he takes and the fact that they stay there for that many seconds is just, was that their intent? I don't know. But for me, I just, on the second viewing, it struck me as maybe that's what they're implying. I don't know.
Everything that they do in film is usually very much intentional. So that wouldn't surprise me. And Todd Phillips did such an amazing job. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
The guy from The Hangover. It blows me away.
Seriously.
Hey, man, think of watching The Hangover and the entire movie. All of us are asking the same question. Where the fuck is he? Where the fuck is he? This has got to be the destination where they find him. And he was at the beginning the entire time.
Right. All right. And then, and now we're going to talk about after the Joker stuff. I just wanted to ask that real quick. So there's something that I was really curious about.
Wait, did you give your opinion on it?
Oh, I loved it. Yeah, I've given my
Okay.
opinion on it a lot. Yeah, I had a couple.
Well, I mean, I've given my opinion all over the place. I meant in the last 5 minutes.
Oh yeah. What I liked about it most is just Walking Phoenix and this completely different take on it that just really just blew my mind. His acting abilities are subpar and superior to Heath Ledger, in my opinion. It's okay if you disagree. That's fine. We'll have a debate, discussion. But yeah. And then Tommy says, I've been on the fence with canceling. Oh, wait, he's talking about something else. Sorry, never mind. Price is Right review says, honest question to start off. What's your view? What will come of the NBA bending the knee to China? For me, it's going to be collision course with China. Oh, my God. So, yeah, this is.
We're not going to Georgia, but we'll go to China.
Oh, yeah, this is okay. So this is.
Or wait, not Georgia. It was North Carolina. North Carolina. My mistake.
Yeah.
Was it North Carolina? Yeah. Oh, God.
The bathroom bullshit.
I love how you said it in that way. Absolutely love it. So for those of you who don't know, South Park had a controversial episode. Which never happens. But
no.
It's very mainstream. It's odd.
Right. So this is basically just to give a little background to what Price is Right is talking about. So with the whole NBA thing, what basically happened was someone tweeted out their support of Hong Kong. And for people who don't know, there's this big issue between China and Hong Kong having, being their own country and Taiwan being their own country, but still being affiliated with China. And that whole political thing is a freaking mess. And on top of that, you have Hollywood bending the knee to China and trying to market their movies towards them. And basically, they're rising up in a way that is very uncomfortable for a lot of people because they are a communist country and they also have very strict censorship laws that just ban criticism of that, like the prime minister, the dictator dude. I don't know what you call him, the president of China. I don't know. I don't care. He looked like, apparently they said he looked like Winnie the Pooh. And that offended him. So I think they banned Winnie the Pooh, and they also banned South Park. As a result.
They banned Winnie the Pooh?
I think
and
so.
Tigger too?
Yep.
Not Tigger.
Not Tigger too. He didn't do anything. I know.
Collateral damage.
Terrible.
But here's what happened with South Park, and we'll get into that. And with the NBA thing, yeah, that's just really, really complicated because it's not just the NBA; it's everyone else. So I'm gonna bring up the article real quick. South Park is first off. This is what came a few days ago. South Park was scrubbed from the Chinese internet after critical episode, which was called "Banned" in China, like BAND, like a band, like a rock band, which is kind of it's clever. It's clever. And so so after that episode, it mocked Hollywood for shaping its content to please the Chinese government. Beijing has responded by deleting all clips, episodes, and discussions of the Comedy Central show. So the message boards, all comments scrubbed from their internet, which.
So like anything that says South Park is just off the internet. So any city that has a park in its southern region is just gone.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Exactly. And now those very same government censors in the real world have lashed back at South Park by deleting all of the episodes. And a cursory, per usual, through China's highly regulated internet landscape shows the animated series conspicuously absent everywhere it recently had a presence. They basically just scrubbed it from the internet because of it. The episode featured a pair of storylines critical of China. One involves Randy getting caught attempting to sell weed in China and getting sent to a work camp similar to those Beijing has been using in Jingqing. I don't know what that is. I can't pronounce things that start with an X. Province to hold as many as 1 million Chinese Muslims for political indoctrination. While he's at the work camp, Randy runs into an imprisoned Winnie the Pooh. And a second plot involves that follows Stan, Jimmy, Kenny, and Butters forming a metal band, which becomes popular and attracts the attention of a manager who wants to make a film about them. But then the script keeps changing so that the film can safely be distributed in China. Now, I know how Hollywood writers feel, Stan says at one point, while a Chinese guard watches over him and alters his work as he writes the script. Several shots are taken at Disney, including a scene where Mickey Mouse shows up to make sure all his employees, other Marvel and Disney cartoon characters, play ball with the Chinese authorities. The episode's critique has proved especially timely in light of the controversy now swirling around the NBA. On Sunday, Houston Rockets general manager Daryl Morey issued a tweet expressing his solidarity with Hong Kong's pro-democracy protesters. I think democracy is pretty great. That's just my opinion. Although just a single tweet from
Way to go out on a limb.
Yeah, from one among... Oh, I know. But get this. From one among hundreds of NBA executives, the message sparked a deluge of criticism in China, where the Hong Kong protests have become a hot-button political issue, with Beijing's propaganda apparatus going into overdrive to shape local opinion of the movement, and anarchistic and untethered to legitimate political grievances. Chinese broadcasters announced they would stop airing Rockets games, and local sponsors pulled their funds from the team. So because one guy says, I stand with Hong Kong, it was a picture, by the way. It wasn't like any words that he said. It's a picture or whatever. Yeah, the Houston Rockets are banned from China. Yeah, and South Park made fun of that. And so what happened afterwards is South Park released a statement, and I will bring this up right now. I'm going to share the screen with all of you lovely peeps. Okay. So South Park said, all right, come on up. All right, there we go. Official apology to China from Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Like the NBA, we welcome the Chinese censors into our homes and into our hearts. We too love money more than freedom and democracy. The president, I don't know how to pronounce, XI doesn't look just like Winnie the Pooh at all. Tune into our 300th episode this Wednesday at 10. Long live the great Communist Party of China. May this autumn's sorghum harvest be bountiful. We good now, China? So they have a very, very sarcastic response. And as a result, South Park leans into China's censorship controversy and says, F the Chinese government. And yeah. This whole thing happens. I'm not going to play this, but yeah.
Yeah, don't make that mistake. We want to be broadcast in China.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or, well, I don't know. I don't know if I have too many Chinese viewers, but maybe I do. But yeah, I'll go back to that page pretty soon. But what do you guys, what do you think of? First off, I think that South Park handled this very well. And I haven't seen these episodes yet, but now I really, really want to, because during the election season I was getting in 2016, I got really upset and just annoyed because I'm just like, ugh, this again. And the whole thing was like you couldn't watch individual episodes and understand what was going on, which I like about South Park. But it seems like they stopped doing that, and now they're just having fun again. And that's what I like. This is old school South Park that I like. What do you guys think? And we'll start with Fox.
I can't believe a Texas team gives two shits about what China thinks. I mean, Listen, this is a communist country. I mean, this is also part of the American hypocrisy. I mean, Apple talks about designed in California, but everything's made in China. And we accept all the human atrocities. We accept all of the baggage that comes with China because it's cheap. It's all about money. And I think that, step out on a limb and put your money where your mouth is and make your statement. I think of all the people, not the biggest South Park fan, but these guys, they put it out there and they're standing by it. And I salute them for it. Because
sorry, Shellback, it's pronounced Z, just so we can get that out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I really don't care how the guy's name is.
I sounded like an idiot.
Perfectly honest with you. I just, it's completely insane. I was in Hong Kong for 3 days, and the people there are they're very proud of the fact that they are not China. They are very, they're proud of their, and working with the people there, you were free to go where you wanted. I mean, it was commerce. It was just like sort of being in, any other industrialized, democracy. And China is just not that way. One of the most, I think it was yesterday, I heard a news report. China's going to implement a facial recognition system. So you can't even use the internet without, submitting to the facial recognition software. So they want to just keep track of every single person and what they do. And it's all about control. And if you want to buy into that just because you can get your iPhones made there cheaper, I tend to have a problem with that. So, good on them.
Money over freedom. And before I go to PB, Thomas Gilkey sends another $2. Thank you. And he says something. Yay. Thomas, thank you. I appreciate the super chat. He says, well, I'm going to get going. Great stream proper. Well, thank you, Thomas. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. And before anyone comes in or leaves, just don't forget to smash that like button. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you all so much. PB, can I get your thoughts on this?
Well, I mean, I also am not the biggest South Park fan, but I have watched a fair number of episodes through the years, and all of them have been hilarious. And I, too, don't understand why the hell anybody from Texas cares about what a bunch of communists thinks. Like, what would George H.W. Bush say in a situation like this? Not anything that I can repeat out loud because he's a man of class. Right. But I don't understand why they're putting a foreign country ahead of people in their own country. Because we don't have to virtue signal if we're going to make $1 billion. But if we're only going to make a little bit of money because the only team that's in North Carolina is, it's the Hornets again now? Used to be the Bobcats for a while. Nobody cares about the fucking team in North Carolina at all. So they said, oh, fuck them. But we got to worry about China because they got 1 billion people and they buy tennis shoes. I mean, they make tennis shoes.
Wow.
It's sad.
I got to think about that for a second.
I mean, it really is. It's the hypocrisy. We talk about clean air and clean water, which is great and wonderful. We should definitely do that. But then we require absolutely nothing of China, who's the biggest polluter, the biggest the most egregious things that are happening to the planet. They start and they're over in China. I mean, in India, and these places are. If we can't get them to get on board, and if we can't say, listen, I'm gonna pay more. I'm gonna pay $5 more for my iPhone to have it built in America, a place that values the people, it values the environment, it values all these things that we say we're about. Quit doing the double standard. It's like we just turned a blind eye to it. And the children there are working for 2 cents a day or whatever it is. Sweatshops making our tennis shoes and our iPhones and all.
They're working for candy corn.
They're working for oh god, BB, that's horrible. It's worse than I thought.
It's terrible.
Oh my god. We have to send to the army now.
Oh God! Now that you mentioned candy corn, okay, now I'm really upset.
Mm-hmm. That's going to unite the right and the left, and everybody.
It's going to unite more people than the shitty ending of Game of Thrones. Oh God!
That's true.
Well, that's not going to be the only zinger of Game of Thrones tonight, or is it? Who knows?
I guess you'll have to stick around to find out.
Yep.
Dun.
All right. And we talked about that. And I think the next thing we should talk about, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to do it. All right. I'm going to do it. First off, who's seen Batwoman?
I've seen
All
it
of you
twice.
have seen it. We've seen it. Okay.
Indeed.
And by the way, we're not going to give a shit about spoilers because no one's going to watch it anyways.
Exactly.
But I can't help myself, but this title, that woman's audience reviews are getting trolled by straight men. From Out Magazine.
Beautiful thing.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Wonderful.
Well, can I throw my gay card in there, or half gay card? Does that count, or is being bi too straight for you? We'll find out. Now
That's a bumper sticker right there.
Now that audiences nationwide that didn't see the Joker have gotten a chance to see the pilot of the CW's Batwoman, we're getting the first reactions to the show, and suffice it to say, something's definitely not right in Gotham. No, it's not. There's a woman in the Batman suit. Literally, despite having vocal fans on social media, the show is currently sitting at a 3.2 rating on IMDb and an abysmal 8% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, as Forbes was first to report. I did not know it was getting 8% on Rotten Tomatoes, but then again, I don't read Rotten Tomatoes anymore. It could be that audiences just really, really didn't like the show. But even if they weren't a fan of Ruby Rose's debut as Kane, the numbers are very suspicious. For comparison, the final much-hated season of Game of Thrones has a 32%, 4 times better than Batwoman. Netflix's recent Lost ripoff, The Island.
What? I've never even heard of that.
I was told by Perp that I need to watch this show, The Island.
Is that real?
That's
edgy.
It's
a real show.
The Island. It's like a Sesame Street episode. The hell does that mean?
And it's not clever because they're on an island.
You know what would have been funnier if it was spelled E-Y-E. It's like this is the Eye of Mordor. We call it the Island of Lava.
The Eye.
Like it would have been better if it would have been a show about a frickin' boardroom. All in favor? Exactly.
No.
I thought this was a new Apple product, the Island.
Shit! Oh, damn!
Thank you.
Made in China.
Apple should just buy a little rock that's in the ocean and call it the Island.
The eye. It's just they send it to you. It's just a bucket of dirt. Here it is. It's the new Island.
I actually want to become rich and buy an island just so I can call it the Island and have it on a map. Just for fun. Anyways, I think I had more fun with that title than I did.
The Island.
Whereas I think you got to go to, if you want to buy an island, your best chance is to rent an island. I believe it's either in Saudi Arabia or the United Arab Emirates. They built a bunch of islands out in the ocean that is supposed to be a map of the world. So you can rent North America for the weekend, all to yourself.
Wow. Truly is the age of excess.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. I rented America last week.
Anyways, back anyways, the Island. It was, one critic said it was the worst show I've ever seen. Well, you haven't seen nothing yet. It has a 33% audience score, and overall audiences tend to be far kinder than critics, which is how The Politician can wind up with a 58% critic score, but an 86% from viewers. It doesn't take the world's greatest detective to see that something is up. Now, I've seen the pilot, and while the show is far from perfect, it's not Troll 2 or Jack and Jill bad, both of which have a similar IMDb score. While the show engages in occasional moments of cheese, such as a groan-inducing newspaper headline that reads, "We bat leave," which is, probably the worst part of the show, to be honest. That was just, "We bat leave." Come the fuck on. You could have cut that out, please.
Believe, but they put "bat" in there. Do you get it? Subtle.
Bastards.
Stop it.
Or am I supposed to say bat turds?
That's bat turds.
Anyways, it's bat backwards. Bat shit backwards. Batwoman is no worse than any classic comic books. And
whoa.
Improper.
Oh, hell no.
And significantly less tonally garish than the beloved Adam West Batman series.
That was 50 years ago. You about to cross some
But
line.
that's cheesy and fun. And Adam West.
Like, at no point in the show did I see any subtitles pow onto the screen.
Zip or bang? Yeah, nothing.
Nothing. That's a terrible comparison. It's literally inside another comic book universe, but continue.
It's pretty on par with other superhero shows like Supergirl and Legends of Tomorrow, both of which have significantly better audience ratings. The action scenes and stunts are solid. The world that they're building is interesting, and Rose, a queer Australian model turned actress, does a great job of portraying the lesbian superhero's confidence and swagger. The show is also historic. It's the first time a lesbian superhero has her own show on television. I don't care about that shit. Is it good? That's all I care about. A similar review bombing campaign by men happened following the debut last year of Captain Marvel, and the first solo movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe to star a female lead. Rotten Tomatoes made moves to prevent it from happening to other movies, eliminating pre-release audience reviews and removing the not interested button because they suck. Still, the same thing seems to be happening to Batwoman. Based on the names and profile pictures of reviewers, the vast majority of critics giving the show 1-star or half-star ratings appear to be men. Typical audience reviews include, "You could tell a narrative is being pushed rather than a decent story," "Another show with so much potential ruined by wokeness," and "Too much agenda politics, not enough Batman." Okay, I disagree with the last one. It's called Batwoman. What did you expect?
Thank you.
That's a valid point. Yeah,
that's a valid point. The other two, I can understand the wokeness, although I didn't see it as much.
It's not more woke than Captain Marvel, though.
It is not more woke. It's less. I would say it's less woke, but it's not. It's
I
not
would too.
woke. Yeah,
correct.
But
less woke than I thought it would be.
It was a lot less woke. The marketing campaign.
Yeah, they did this. Yeah, they did the exact same thing that they did with the Captain Marvel marketing campaign. That you watch the marketing campaign, you're like, "Holy crap, this is what the whole movie's going to be like." And then you watch it, and you're like, "Nope, it was just boring."
Yeah, I know. I mean, and they didn't. And they also made like all the males, the black male sidekick appear to be an idiot.
Right. I mean, they could have at least had Carol kiss Monica.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It wasn't woke enough.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I disagree with the stunts. I mean, did you see? Well, I mean, when Alice was fighting Batwoman, it looked like she was beating up a 13-year-old chick.
That fight was bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't that great.
And just to compare it to the fight earlier in the show when she's fighting off 4 guys, not at the same time. It was individual, and then 2 at once. Right. The fight at the end is way worse than that one alone. Like, they look like they are MMA fighters that have been practicing for about half a week, and they got into a half grappling match.
Yeah, it was really, really sloppy. And I got to say, the physical, I mean, just the size. I mean, they should have found like a small person to fight her, because she, I mean, it really looks odd. Like, I wanted to like intervene for Batwoman. Like, stop, you're hurting her. You know, Alice was just, I mean, she's like a foot taller. She's broader than she is. it just doesn't. She doesn't sell the physicality at all. And when she was walking through the abandoned building and beating up 7 guys, I mean, yeah, at least it was one at a time. But come on.
No, I give it a half pass because when we were talking about it in the fandom zone with General Zod, he said, well, when you're that size, you got to be using elements around you, the environment, weapons, things like that to be taken down, whoever you're fighting, because she doesn't have the physical size. And she does that.
That's true.
The first guy gets taken out with the wall and the glass. The second guy gets pistol whipped. And the third guy gets taken out with a cast iron pan, which that's a problem. It shouldn't be in a professional kitchen. That's an oversight.
Yeah, and you're right.
And then the last guy gets taken out with the freezer door.
Yeah. And there was the steam pipe. So, yeah, I mean, those are valid points, yeah.
Like, there are ways to look around it, but then they put her in that fight at the end, and I was like, what is happening right now? Like, you're literally just grabbing each other and, like, tussling like professional wrestlers. What are you doing?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was really
bad.
Anyways, I'm going to read some of the chat real quick. Will Gentry says, proper Jeremy, it depends what your opinion is, PJ. Your half-gay card is only of use when you parrot their talking points. That's true. Yeah, and then if I don't agree, then they'll say I'm too straight. Anyways, Lethal says, for Australian $2, thank you for the super chat, Lethal. I appreciate that. Cradle them until they learn to love your abuse. Oh, Lethal, you bastard.
I don't know who them is, but if they're comfortable, then sure.
I agree. Megazord Jeremy says, what if we bought an island, then put all the SJWs and communists on it and force them all to only watch Last Jedi, Batwoman, and 2016 Ghostbusters back to back? You mean back to back to back? Yeah. But no, but I think they would love it.
It'd be heaven for
them. They'd be in heaven.
Yeah. Everyone wins. Everyone wins. At least zombies want to have brains. Moira, you win.
Killing it with the comment. Nice.
Oh, but where did the zombie talk come from? Yeah, some of the zombie movies were pretty awful. Yeah, I agree. It said, would you rather talk to zombies or an SJW? And Moira says, at least zombies want to have brains. Now it makes sense.
You got the context now.
And Will Gentry agrees with UPB on the action sequences. But I'll just finish up the last couple paragraphs.
Well, thank you, Will.
They reached out to Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb for comment and hasn't heard back yet because no one knows who the fuck you are. But it's very clear what's going on. Straight men who consider themselves anti-SJW are doing everything they can to stand in the way of progress. No, they just don't like you. They don't like you personally. Not gay.
Yeah.
How do they know
nothing to do with that?
How do they know they're straight?
Yeah, how do you know they're straight?
White male, if there's a picture, okay, I get that. But why would you assume their preference?
Yeah, it's
I don't know. Is his hair done up? Does he have a manicure? Like, I don't know how many clues they're able to see in this box with the white male in it.
I don't know. They sure are assuming a lot, though, aren't they?
No shit.
And they suggest instead of listening to fragile men complain about a queer superhero, why don't you read about what an actual lesbian TV critic has to say about Batwoman?
What does that?
Do I want to?
What?
Do I want to? I didn't see this.
Oh, the lesbian probably said there wasn't enough basketball.
What?
Sorry, it's a sports joke.
Okay, it says the CW's Batwoman review, a really fun, super gay romp, and Ruby Rose is great.
God, come on. So is there like a lesbian critic website we have to refer to now?
Right? If there is one of those out there, I would love to see the yearbook picture.
Autostraddle. The German.
I'm too scared of this.
It's the autostraddle.
All right. Okay. Now we're gonna start getting into these final segments of oh god. Oh my god.
Hey, Rob.
I
Autostraddle sounds like something brought to you by the edible anus.
oh god. Oh, that's do I have to look that up again? Okay, it's only like
Wow.
7 paragraphs. Should I read it?
You've got it bookmarked. Don't act like you don't.
I didn't. I've not read it. Should I?
Subscribe to
I'm talking
autostraddle?
about the edible anus.
Okay, do I have to? No, I don't have it.
Different.
Okay, now I
surprises
have
me.
to look it up. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, it's real.
Look at that.
It's very much real.
Wow.
Okay, can we get off this now?
Yeah.
The history
It
of
was
the
supposed to
edible.
be an Easter egg.
Yeah, it's an Easter chocolate. Yeah. Okay. No. Fuck no. No. I can't do this.
Wow.
All
Okay,
right.
back
So
to
I'm
the
gonna
women.
guess that this is just gonna be a bunch of virtue signaling and saying like, I'm a lesbian too, so I liked it. Well,
Oh, I thought it was going to be one of those things where it's I'm a lesbian and this is about lesbians, so only my opinion matters.
well, she does say, I don't know any lesbians or TV critics who are more excited or more Okay. All right. I misinterpreted that. Who were more excited or more nervous about the CW's decision to launch a Batwoman series than me, because Batwoman, the whole Bat family, really has always been so important to me. Let me just say right away that I thoroughly enjoyed the pilot. Like a lot. I cheered even
Oh my
at one
God.
point
Totally.
and gasped with my hand to my chest.
Totally.
It's an
Like
excellent.
totally okay.
Oh my
It's
God.
awesome. All right.
I can't believe it.
It's an excellent
Jesus.
addition to both the. Okay. I don't want to read this.
You know, I would suggest that if you can only identify with people that look like you and sound like you and have your same sexual
And
orientation,
fuck like you.
I think that you might be a bigot.
A little bit.
Oh,
Just
throwing it out there.
scotch.
a little bit. Just eat the edible anus and it'll be okay.
See? It'll be fine.
All right. Well, speaking of women in the news, this happened a little, like about a week ago. I missed this for last week in bullshit, but I wanted to include this here. Lord of the Rings actress Robin Malcolm, who I've never heard of, says
Nope.
Gandalf should be played by a woman in the new Amazon series. Is he even going to be in the series? I don't know.
Like the character? I have no idea.
I didn't know he was. Amazon's planning to do this crap. Okay. However, that doesn't mean the series has to follow in the movies. Blah blah blah. After we all live in an age of blah blah blah. Okay. All right. We live in an age where inclusion on screen extends to gender bent roles. Since the original Lord of the Rings, even though it has the he in the text. Since the original Lord of the Rings trilogy skewed very heavily towards male characters, the Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers actress Robin Malcolm argues that it should be a woman who plays Gandalf the Grey in Amazon's Lord of the Rings TV series. Because Gandalf the Gay wasn't enough.
He was only checking one box, man. He was
you gotta
still
check
white.
more than one.
Yeah, he's still white,
Like extra white at the end of the story.
even when they die.
It's
They
like
come back whiter.
intersectionality Yahtzee.
Oh yeah. Oh man. She says that it's about damn time a woman played Gandalf the Grey, and admits that she's tired of seeing these fantastical films be so focused on men. Those
Finally.
old legends, those old mystical.
I just said finally.
Yes.
Finally.
Those old legends, those old mystical stories, they're so based within a patriarchal landscape. Why not look at the magic of I can't pronounce that word. Matrilineal.
Matrillial.
Matrilineal. I don't know why that was so complicated for me to pronounce. Matrilineal world where the magical powerhouses are women. Well, will it matter if the stories are still the same? You still get the same old legends and the same old mystical stories, but they just be women.
It'll totally matter because representation.
Why not just
That's all
make
they care
your own?
about? They don't care about the story.
Right. Since it's hard to ignore the fact that both trilogies were wholly testosterone heavy.
Because freaking, come on.
One of the primary
sorcerer. It's
okay.
Come on.
Okay. Let's. I just want to examine the title of the series. It's called Lord of the Rings, not Lady of the Rings.
Thank you.
Write a new fucking story.
Also, what about that line? I am no man. It cuts off the guy's head. That's not female empowerment. It's not enough. I don't even know who the fuck she played. None
of us do.
Person. Who are you? I have no idea. I don't recognize you that's why you're speaking out, because no one fucking remembers you.
Maybe she's up for the part of female Gandalf. That's why she's saying this.
I don't care.
No, she should definitely be. Oh yeah, should be a woman, totally.
I mean, from the picture, she fits the age range. Can I say that about a woman?
Oh Jesus! But just here's my just 2 cents on it.
My wife told me no, I'm not supposed to say that about a woman.
Oh God. Okay, fine. It's fair enough.
So I will say she's definitely in the age range because she looks old as fuck in that giant picture.
God.
I like that.
Wow.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so why? Well, here's my thing. Instead of having, a very well-known male character already pre-established, why can't? Here's my issue with this. Why can't you make your own Gandalf the Grey? Why can't you do it? Why can't you just, instead of appropriating other things, why don't you just, I don't know, create a great, powerful female character for yourself? Then you can have, your own female fantasy universe.
Because it's too hard to create interesting characters, and they suck at it.
So they have to appropriate older ones instead of being creative and making their new ones and making their own stamp. It's ridiculous.
I know we don't want to talk about it, so I'm just going to use it as an example real quick. Ms. Marvel, great character. Captain Marvel, shit.
It's the same.
Both women. SJWs took over Ms. Marvel and ruined her.
True. It's the same reason they don't fight for equal representation in the coal mines, because they're not interested in equal representation. They're not interested in making a new character that happens to be a female. They just want to, go after what's popular, what's already established, and change it. I mean, I only really have one question. If you ever change, whether it's sexuality, color, whatever, gender, I don't care. I really just have one question. Why? And if you answer that with, well, we want representation or this, or then my answer, well, then don't do it. But if your answer is, well, if you look at the source material, it was actually this way, or if you want to update it to make it new this way, if it's something that makes sense and it serves a story, knock yourself out. But if it's just to check them, like PB says, just to check the block, and why? It doesn't make any sense to me. Just leave it alone.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, I don't know. It's just more virtue signaling, and it's ridiculous. By the way, if either of you guys see if there's a super chat just for future references while I'm just screen sharing, just feel free to let me know. But I'm going to check up on the chat though, just because I love all of you.
Excellent.
Frank of the Shawhan Wiener Dog Clan is in here. What is up, Frank? How are you doing? I haven't seen you around in a while. It's great to see you. Jack JW Productions.
You just say hello to Frank. I will say hello to the Shawhan Wiener Dog Clan.
Fair enough.
Terrible.
He says, "Hey guys, who here likes candy corn?" Fuck you, Jack. Go.
Damn it.
Jack, you've been led astray, buddy.
Why?
No. No.
I'm kidding. That
was like an hour ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Riff Mago says, as long as we get a man to play Wonder Woman, Wonder Man.
Finally. Finally.
I prefer Wonder Bread. That
I can't wait for that white Black Panther movie.
Yep.
White Panther. What's the
Finally.
No.
He's adopted.
It's about time. He's South African. Thank you very much.
Oh my.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Speaks with a proper English accent.
Megazord Jeremy says, what was that?
City Bombay. Wakanda forever.
If Gandalf is going to be a woman, we should make a guy version of Sailor Moon. Huh.
Ain't nobody want to look at a guy that looks like Sailor Moon in a skirt.
That's
fair.
fair.
Wait, that's right. We can put him in pants now. Supergirl wears pants.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we can.
Should make everything gender neutral and not attractive, and that'd be great.
And just boring. Yeah, like... And Michael Brent says, I heard that DreamWorks was going to do a Jurassic World Netflix series. What?
What? Say that again.
DreamWorks doesn't own the rights to Jurassic Park.
An animated series, maybe?
No, unless like they're working with I don't believe you. He's trolling.
Like, what? The licensing on that would be astronomical.
Yeah, no, I don't believe you. Toxic Mandolf.
Mandolf.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Will Gentry says, Megazord Jeremy says, I wish Gandalf was real so that he could use his magic powers and make the SJWs disappear. Maybe they'll go to the island of...
we can only hope.
We can only hope. Will Gentry says, FYI, that woman played Morwen in the second Lord of the Rings film. And no, I have no idea who Morwen is.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I read the article too. And yeah, I don't know. Why don't they just have they have all these crazy names and then Sam.
Sam.
I always
There's already there's one lady in Lord of the Rings that already kicks ass with Legolas. Is that not enough?
Yes, she's great. There's a great point. Biden Cube says Gandalf is a mansplainer and a toxic male. Rivago says, how about they create a totally new, all-encompassing mythical world centered on women, complete with languages? That would involve good story writing and character development. Oopsies. Yeah, that'd be an issue. Oh man. Oh gosh. Anyways, yeah. Oh hey, what's up, DJ Odyssey? Very great to see you here. There's a candy. There's a great candy corn debate. Oh god, I'm done. Done talk about that.
I think we settled it earlier. I think we're good to go.
Yeah, we're pretty good. So 2 men arrested at the Joker screening that Mary actually talked about earlier this week at the AMC movie theater. This is quite interesting. 2 men were arrested after smoking and causing a disturbance during a screening of the Joker. Happened because there was a loud disturbance. The 2 men were smoking and causing a ruckus during the screening, not shooting anybody, just smoking for some reason. I don't know why you would smoke in a crowded movie theater.
It doesn't say what they're smoking.
Probably they were smoking pot, I guess. I don't know why.
Get a vape.
Thank you. Maybe they were vaping. I don't know.
Who knows?
Oh, maybe. What city is this in?
Chicago.
Ooh, I don't think they've banned vaping yet.
I agree. Police said no one was injured. Yeah, because they were getting high.
Causing a ruckus. Loud disturbances usually aren't fatal.
Nobody was injured by the 2 stoners in the back. No shit.
Now this is some bullshit right here. A similar incident happened in New York on Saturday night, where some moviegoers left a Joker screening early when a man allegedly began laughing and applauding the film's murder scenes. It looks
That's
like
still funny to me.
someone caught an early screening and decided to troll the audiences. Oh, well, bravo to the New York men, and thanks to the two 23-year-olds who were smoking pot in the theater, not shooting anyone. Thank you for this lovely headline. What the... This is the worst that happens in the media, you fear-mongering fucks.
Well, you didn't finish the article. If you scroll down, it says they were wearing MAGA hats, they were carrying bleach and nooses.
No, they didn't.
It's Chicago.
Oh, fair enough.
And after they got arrested, they were going out for Subway sandwiches.
At 2 a.m. Justice for Juicy.
That sounds like what two of these stoners would have done if they were allowed to leave the movie theater without getting arrested. The Subway thing.
Subway is quality munchie food, especially if you can get a deal. They got the $5 footlong going on. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Indeed. So now to some of our more quick segments.
Rapid fire.
Oh, yeah. The rapid fire segment. First things first. Speaking of the Joker, the Joker viewers walked out of the cinema because it was too dark. Oh, gee. If only we could have walked out of this. Oh, can you not see it?
I know what it fucking is. I guarantee I know what it is. Could it possibly be, I don't know, The Blackest Night?
Probably. Oh, man.
That's what I will call it for all of time. Because I saw all of 15% of that episode, and it all sucked.
Really?
All 15% that I saw? Absolutely. Yeah. I didn't see the other 85% like the rest of America and China. And you got to make sure to add China in there because they got the internet that just is missing South Park.
Praise China.
Oh, God. Well, thank you, fellas, for covering my ass there. All right. So that's a cheap move. A 21-year-old man was sentenced to 10 days in jail after he overslept for jury duty.
This poor bastard.
This poor guy. I didn't actually get to read it. We're also waiting for Candice to join, so I'll read a couple of these articles.
Wow.
He was sentenced. After he missed it.
Oh, Florida man.
Oh my God! It was.
Is LB on this shit?
Oh shit! Oh, I got caught. I got to mute myself.
I think this made the story better. It didn't even say it in the headline. It didn't have to.
Oh, I can just see LB reading this. That's so awesome.
You know what's funny? At this point, I think they just assumed it was self-explanatory.
Yeah. I think he went to work, though, didn't he? He oversleeps and just goes to work anyway. Yeah. He's like, well, I'll just go to work.
Peavy, are you okay?
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. I thought that we were against randomly putting black men in jail for no reason.
Jury duty is a serious thing, damn it.
Like, hey, you didn't show up for doing work. We're going to put you someplace where you really can't fucking work. Unless you're working on making that toilet wine.
No sense.
Oh, not the toilet wine. Open-minded movie man said someone play the Afro Man song because I got high because of the Joker.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I definitely would. Oh, man. And then Megazord Jeremy said, why do SJWs hate the Joker movie so much? Don't they have green air, act crazy, and bother people on the street in real life? Projecting anyone? Oh, God. Juicy Smollett.
So true.
Justice for Juicy.
The French actor, Juicy Smollett.
Juicy Smollett.
Did they assume his gender in that story? Oh wow.
A lot of assumptions.
Oh man.
A lot of assumptions.
Yeah,
Terrible.
this is pretty rough. God.
Ella, I
So,
thought better of you.
oh, what happened?
I don't know.
Chat.
You hit a button.
Who's Ella?
She's the one who wrote the story.
Oh, right. Okay.
Miss Torres.
Oh, okay. So, oh my gosh. So he was also okay. So, was ruled in contempt of the court in September by a judge. He did not have a criminal record prior to the judge's ruling. So he should have got. Come on. He was also
Unbelievable.
put on probation for a year in
Come
order to pay a $2,300 fine. You had a very terrible lawyer. Write
my
in
God.
an apology letter of no less than 100 words and complete 150 hours of community service, which included reporting to the jury office once a week to have a 10-minute discussion about the importance of jury duty.
Come on.
According
You
to the
should have flipped
record.
off the judge. That's ridiculous.
Wow.
I bet this guy's
completely-
lawyer
21
was
years
Jeff
old.
Sessions.
21 years old. Come on.
There's people that have committed actual crimes that don't get that much punishment. That's ridiculous.
Exactly.
Nope.
OJ got away with murder.
Yeah.
Like he he's like, okay, we'll just bring out the big guns right away. We'll not build up to it.
Oh,
Fucking OJ.
Go straight for OJ.
Oh my gosh, Megazord Jeremy, why? I can't read that, but it's damn it. Oh man,
He's
okay.
spot on.
He is spot on though. Oh wow. And the same judge who sentenced him on Friday, the same judge who sentenced him in the first place voided the order of guilty, meaning his criminal record is gone. Somerville had already spent the time in jail. Okay, so the same judge who sentenced him in the first place, he voided it. He said, you're not guilty. And he said the criminal record is gone, but he already spent time in jail because for funsies, I guess.
Come on. I mean, this
Oh,
is
he's
what
like,
you're
well,
doing.
since you spent time in jail, we'll just let you go.
We'll
That's
forget
nice.
it ever happened.
What a nice guy.
Yeah, exactly. This Judge John Jackoff here.
So stupid.
John Jackoff also, thank you. Okay, Mr. John Jackoff. Also decreased the probation to 3 months and the community service hours to 30. Oh, well, how kind
How about
of
we
you.
just do 100 hours of community service and none of the rest of this shit?
How about nothing at all?
I mean, that would be preferred, but I assume since he was convicted initially, you got to give some sentence, something.
Make him pay the $5 fine, which is the amount
There you
they
go.
paid him for the 1 day of
Fine.
jury.
Yeah, the fine. That's
You're like,
fine.
jury's decided that you owe $5, so
Ta-da.
forego that Subway sandwich and pay up.
Oh, we have Candice just arriving. What is up, Candice?
Oh,
How you doing?
excellent.
Hey there. I've been listening, but just
Oh gosh, I hope you weren't waiting in the
multitasking.
back for forever.
No, I just felt bad because I literally have all these notes and I can't do any of them because y'all have already done the articles. That's okay. I'm here and I'm happy.
Whoa.
We'll let you read through all of them.
Yes.
No, they're probably really shitty anyway. But
No,
I doubt it.
Well,
okay.
we'll finish
Whoa.
up.
This is This Week in Bullshit. If they're shitty, that's perfect.
Makes
there was
perfect sense.
there was
Yes,
a lot of
it does.
bullshit.
There is a lot of
The
bullshit.
bullshit went around for sure.
Here's what we'll do, though. I'll read the rest of the article, which is not going to take very long, and then we'll get your thoughts on some of the topics that we talked about earlier. Is that cool?
You don't have to do that unless you want to. I'm cool just going on. I know there's a couple other ones we all haven't gotten to yet, and I'm down for those too. So whatever.
Oh yeah, but I would love to hear your thoughts on what you talked about earlier.
Okay,
what we
sure.
talked about. So Judge, pardon me, Mr. Judge Jackoff declined to comment
Mr.
about.
Dr. Judge.
Is he a doctor?
We'll throw it in there for good measure. Mr. Doctor.
He said, "Doctor of go fuck yourself," I guess. He declined to comment about the case, citing privacy laws because but said he wished he could speak because I don't think everybody got the facts right. No, I think we got it pretty clear. But the guy said, who was arrested, said, I just use it as a lesson learned. I had to get punished. I should have came back. I take it as a learning experience. And as for the jail time, he said he didn't feel comfortable at all. Well, who does?
That's kind of the point.
Yeah.
But, all right.
I've never been to jail. I'm not made for jail. Jail's not for me. Well,
the privilege of it all.
I know, but dude, you didn't deserve it, Mr. Somerville. You did not deserve this. Just another excuse to, another excuse to put a black guy in jail. Like, just Jesus. I think PB, you said that, right? Or
yeah,
who did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely said that.
Yep.
I got to move something. I'll be back in like 90 seconds.
Okay, you're good.
Curious,
You're on the timer.
Made for jail? He said he's not made for jail. Who's made for jail?
I know a couple people.
Oh, you do? Okay, well.
Yeah,
point taken.
People.
Sorry, I had to come back in early. You asked a question, and I would have to say, people who have their anus already bleached.
Them too. They're primed and ready. Send them all.
That's a thing?
Yes, it is.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Primed and ready.
Yeah, they need to go to jail. Yeah.
Isn't that what that means?
You had no idea because you're a fox.
We'll go with that. Yeah, I don't. That's a thing.
Oh my gosh. All right, Candice. So first off, to catch you up a little bit, what is your take on candy corn?
Oh shit.
So I'm going to the store tomorrow and I'm buying some just so that I can trigger the hell out of everybody who is just absolutely done with the candy corn. I love y'all all, but I have to make sure everyone knows that candy corn is okay. We can't be sugarist. If you like sugar, you can't discriminate sugar in any of its forms, and that includes candy corn. Sorry, I'm not sugarist. Are you?
I hate candy corn. I hate everything that it stands for.
She's called us all out for being bigots.
I'm so sorry,
said her points were
the
shitty. I
truth-
disagree.
It's your truth.
It was actually an interesting point. That's what I won't disagree with.
I'll be honest though, like if I have a whole bag of Halloween candy and candy corn's there, it probably isn't. Oh, sorry, Will's like blocking me. Hi. It probably won't be the first choice, but I'm not gonna hate it if I eat it. If that makes any sense.
That's fair.
Like there's worse things I can eat that are still sweet that I would like, but you know.
And there's people agreeing with me in the chat.
Yeah. So Reese's, if I see one of those, yeah, my kid's not going to see it in the morning.
Okay,
so that's
enough.
unfortunate for him.
Yeah.
Those magically disappear.
Scott. By the way, Scott, what is up, man? Nice seeing you. What kind of camera do you have? Dude, it's just the one on my laptop. Just the one on my laptop. That's all I use. It's just nice and simple. The lighting does suck because I literally just have 2 lamps because this ceiling fan.
It's called old person lighting.
It doesn't work. Lights don't work at all.
You don't want to see all of the wrinkles in old people. That's the point.
Okay, fine.
It's real life filter. Real life filter.
Right.
Proper. Well, I don't mean to burst your bubble, but apparently the lighting is good enough because when my wife walked through the room earlier, you're on the TV at the moment because I'm casting my phone to the Roku, and she said, the guy in the upper left corner is cute.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
Sorry, Fox.
I
Sorry,
appreciate
Fox.
that.
She didn't say anything about you.
I appreciate that. This is so kind. Well, thank you, Mrs. PB.
Oh.
That was so nice of you.
Woman of good taste.
And
does she have a preference towards toxic white males?
Oh.
Yeah, she's with me.
Hey, there's nothing wrong. I get confused for one all the time online, so we're good. It's all good.
People call you a white male.
The toxic. Yes.
Oh, toxic.
Toxic white male until they realize I'm a woman, and then it's okay.
Like
you're still toxic. I'm like, okay,
more male
yeah, I
than
am.
Candice
I
doesn't
am.
Yeah.
clue you in that it's not a man. I've never met a man named Candice.
Not yet.
Hey, we're not dealing with a whole deck here. That's the obvious issue.
Good point. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good point.
At least I haven't been with the people that have called me that. That's okay. I digress.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. That's fair. That'd be a lot more awkward. So what did you think of like the whole South Park thing?
China. I love it. I love it. China banning all of the things. It's great. No NBA here. Like, South Park, meh. I love it. I'm just thinking like China just needs to have like their own meme with Greta that how dare you? You're killing the world. We're on the brink of extinction.
Stolen my
Like,
childhood.
straight up, that's China right now. Like all the things, just
We're on
throwing
the
that
brink
propaganda
of
around.
extinction.
That was beautiful.
So anyway, yeah, I think it's a bunch of like it's ridiculous. I mean, it's par for the course. Let's be honest. There's a lot of people, a lot of companies, and a lot of people way up there in terms of money and such that just basically fan China's ass all day, just keeping them cool, doing whatever they can to keep the money bags rolling in. So I feel like this is finally the opportunity where people are like, oh, they have a window into it now, and Trey and Matt. Taking one for the team here, really for putting that pretty solid apology out. I'm like, we good now? Like, yeah, we good now? I love it. I love it. So, one thing a lot of people don't realize is that, a lot of movie companies like Marvel and some of the bigger franchises, when they're pushing all of their movies to China or other countries, there are other ones that do this too, they have to add content that we don't even see here in order to have China show it there, like air it there or accept it, if you will. So like, for instance, in Iron Man 3, they had extra Asian actors throughout the movie, and then an additional like 12 or 13 minute scene where they had Asian doctors removing something out of Tony's chest. I guess it was an irrelevant scene because, it really didn't matter anyway. But, it's just, you have to like do that. You have to kiss ass in China. And, I'm just thankful that South Park is like, nah. Y'all can do that. We're not gonna do it like that. If we're gonna have to kiss ass, we're gonna do it our own way, and we're gonna make sure that we're gonna have some like poison ivy on our lips when we do it, so that they have a rough time later. It's just like, I'm really upset with how much they get away with. And I can go on and on about like the economies of it all and how we're like, there's a lot more to it, obviously.
Yeah.
But
was there anything that we already talked about in addition to that? And you brought a lot of great points up, and I did notice that
you skipped the one important thing.
What?
Batwoman.
Well, hold on. I have one other thing that I'm just going to end it with.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing to me that a joke of a dictator can't take a joke, but that's all I'm going to say. All right. So, but China's stunning and brave. China's stunning and brave. We love you. Thank you for keeping us on YouTube. Anyway, yeah, Batwoman. Okay. I'm not going to watch it. So, the spoilers, whatever. I'm cool.
I'll watch it for you.
I appreciate that. I gave you a shout out. I thanked you.
Did.
I thanked you. I said you and I watched Gary's review of it too, Nerdrotic. I thanked y'all for doing the fandom's dirty work, because honestly, nobody wants to see that garbage. I feel like if I wanted to see someone smirk, I can imagine my son in like 10 years. Like, I don't want to see that. Like, smirking makes me so, and just knowing that she's like the superhero of smirks. Like, I get goosebumps like in the wrong way when I watch the trailer. So I know I can't handle this. Like, it's triggering. So I'm in trouble.
Right. No, I totally get that. And yeah, speaking of which, I'm almost done with the review. I, of course, having like all the family stuff this week, it got delayed, and but yeah, I think you'll really like the review. And
I'll probably have to take blood pressure medication while I watch it, but that's okay. I'll do that for you.
I probably need to take some myself.
You just got to go hang out at that one theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then maybe the guys in the back will give you some of their pot.
Give, yeah. Pass it around.
I think they were bait, to be honest. I think because there was such a big news story.
You're frozen. Uh-oh.
Oh no, China got to her.
She was on a roll too.
China got to her. No.
Prime Minister Zing.
Oh,
No.
The scrubbing has begun, and they started with the woman.
Oh, that is so sexist of them. Come on, no.
Damn it.
All right, well, I'm gonna go through the chat real quick while she is not frozen.
She said her laptop died. She'll be back in a moment, so read away.
Oh, okay. All right. No big deal, Candice. All right, we'll keep you in. You got the link. All right, no panic here. All right, cool. Proper Jeremy, don't become improper. LOL. It's too late for that. Scott says, oh, okay. He's talking about my webcam. He says, what I've been using and currently am at 219 subs. What do you suggest to get more? Should I do shorter reviews between 10 to 15 minutes cinema news or live streams? Honestly,
Look
man,
at your analytics.
The analytics tell everything. And also, being a little bit more active, in the community, talking to more people, just saying like, hey, getting on, having people like on your live streams or being on other people's and getting, that kind of exposure and showing like, hey, this is why like my reviews are great, or just like, your take is, unique. Everyone has their own voice and everyone has their own style. It's like, what makes you unique? That's also, this whole YouTube thing is about essentially selling yourself. So, which is something that I never thought that I was really great at. I still don't think I'm particularly great at it, but it's something that you got to learn. And once you figure out the groove, which I'm still learning as well, then that will help and the subs will come. So I wouldn't necessarily worry too much about that. Just keep them coming. And just as long as and it's also about it's about the quality, not the quantity. So it's not about getting all, there's this whole myth that YouTube, you have to be like consistent. Yeah, consistent, but you don't have to do an upload. You have to upload something every day. Like that's not necessary. I don't upload every day.
Neither do
doesn't. Fox does not upload every day.
No,
you don't have to. So as long as as your reviews are good, and people enjoy them, and people do also enjoy humor too. If you can get someone to laugh, you win the crowd. So
exactly.
It's just that's proper Jeremy's little advice. But yeah, man, best of luck with the channel, and I honestly I wouldn't mind having you on sometime. We haven't talked in a long time, so I very much. Just hit me up on Twitter and remind me as well, because I got a lot of stuff going on. So don't feel afraid to message me. DMs are open to everybody. Also, I'm following you, so it wouldn't be an issue anyways. Will Gentry says, I met a man called Shirley when I thought about volunteering for an LGBT charity. Well, surely you can't be serious.
Damn it.
Oh,
Thank you.
Missed it by
Thank you.
1 second. Outstanding.
Oh, but hey, great minds think alike. Hey.
Damn right, brother.
WTF, that impression is on spot. I'm guessing you're talking about Candice's earlier. Do you think that's what she was talking about? Probably. Okay. DJ Odyssey says the remake to Red Dawn was changed because China complained. Oh my God, it was. It was supposed to be a Chinese invasion, but then they changed it to like to North Korea or something. I don't know. It was weird. They complained, and then I guess North Korea was also a better candidate, I guess, too. So I think it just made sense. It was just, it worked out for everyone.
I didn't realize that, but yeah, it worked
And
out.
I actually liked, and I liked the Red Dawn remake. It was a very pleasant surprise. I'm not going to spoil it.
This is the one with Chris Hemsworth?
Yes, don't say a word because it's great. It actually really is great.
I've never seen it.
I haven't either. Yeah, I need to watch it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's definitely worth a watch. China canceled me. Candice, I'm coming back. Okay, we got you. We got you. DJ Odyssey says, check the battery, Candice. I bet it says made in China.
That's how they get you.
Oh, God.
That's spectacular.
That was pretty great. If it does say made in China, please show us. Generation Production says, you have family? I thought you was an only child born in a lab. LOL jokes. Man, you ruined it by saying LOL jokes, but I do appreciate that.
He adds LOL jokes to the end of every joke.
Oh, he does? Oh, that's right. I just won't read it then. I won't read the last
Yeah,
part.
you can omit that, and I feel like he'll be okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're good, man. You're good. Will Gentry says, the bum. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was trying to read it like it was like they were words. But
That's fantastic.
oh, I gotcha. He said, he also says, I bet a lot of films are changed in the editing phase because China complains. I would not. I wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't doubt it. And then Michael Brent says, let's hope that Hollywood doesn't decide to make a gender bender. Is that what they call it? Gender bender? Ooh,
Wow.
No, man, they need to stay away from Futurama. Bender is a robot.
Yeah.
But I think they meant like a gender swap. Is that what they're talking about? Of the Fast and the Furious movies in the future. Oh, God. Fast and the Furious. I'm sad that that's like the last manly movie series that's still going on. Like, you know, where you could just be like, unless you count the Expendables. I don't know if they're making another one ever, but
I don't know about that.
But come
Probably
on, like,
not.
you know, there are, you know, ladies have chick flicks, men have the Fast and the Furious and car movies and things blowing up and
They're
that
called
stuff, I don't
dick
know.
flicks.
I've never heard that before.
What?
I like that a
Not
lot.
everyone calls that.
I've never heard that.
Maybe you should join us on the internet once. Oh, wait, it looks like you're stuck in China. Get
Too
that
soon.
Chinese lighting.
Chinese
Too soon. Megazord Jeremy says, will they have to change the Winnie the Pooh one day because the Chinese prime minister is offended by the bear, like make Pooh a communist duck or oh man, I don't know. I hope not. That would be terrible. But no, just I don't know. Maybe the China's president could just get plastic surgery if he's really that uncomfortable with it. You know, he could afford it. He rules the damn place. I don't know.
Yeah, like he don't
really
need to afford
bothers
it. He
him.
just says, hey, you do the surgery or we kill your family.
Yeah.
We love you, China.
It's kind of how it goes.
Oh God.
Hell,
Okay.
China.
All right. Enough with that. Scott says, thanks for the advice, man. I'd be thrilled to be on your streams, man. If you got something on soon, feel free to send me a message via Twitter. Yeah, man. But just, I'm telling you, remind me because I will forget. I will forget it. So just let me know, like at the end of the stream. So there've been talks of fourth Expendables, but nothing's been filmed yet, unfortunately. What an ass! What a bitch! What a cuck! By the way, nice profile picture. Oh my God, the chat just jumped. Woohoo! That's Fierce is great. I agree to a certain extent, but oh God, I still think
He's definitely talking about number 3.
Yeah.
Probably. What about Gender Bender for Brokeback Mountain? I wouldn't mind that.
I'm all about that.
I'm about that too.
Female
Hey, Candice is back. Woohoo!
Technical difficulties. Sorry. Let me-
Does it say made
China
in
has
China?
restored her
Echo.
power.
Boop, boop, boop.
Oh, it's echoing.
I got it. Yeah,
All
we're
right,
good.
you're
She
Yeah.
fixed it. She
Sorry.
fixed it.
I thought it was on my end. I was like, oh shit.
No.
Yeah, you
It's
just
all me
magically
tonight.
started
I am the one
echoing.
screwing everything up. It's all good.
Oh no, it's good.
No, you're
but
fine.
I must ask.
No,
You're fine.
no.
Uh, all right.
So,
seven
just-
in the chat for Candice returning. Everyone
Thank
put a
you.
7 in the
Glad I
chat.
could make it.
Woohoo!
Yes.
China did not take her out, but
No, not this time.
nope.
They won the battle, but they will not win the war. We were talking before I got kicked off the place. I was mentioning I really thought that those guys, when I first read this, that perhaps because it is Chicago, I don't know, that there was they were plants or bait, because I think that news story just it felt like if something wasn't going to happen, then a lot of people were going to be upset. And I feel like perhaps at certain places there were instigators or potential instigations just to get on the news in some way, because it feels like there were some really dumb stuff that was on the news regarding the movie, like showings and stuff. So I don't know. I just feel like it's a weird story. There's probably more to it, and I'm a conspiracy theorist, so that's where I stand on that one.
Ooh.
I wouldn't doubt.
Yeah.
Did we really land on the moon?
Like why the hell would they smoke it? I mean, it just seems like there's an obvious out here. There's an
I
obvious
don't know.
ending to that.
I
don't
think
know.
it was just a couple of 23-year-old stoners.
Yeah.
I'll let
It
you
could
know
be
when
that
we go
simple.
off air.
There's a lack
Yeah.
of description. It's just a ruckus.
I don't know what is the ruckus? Like what would they?
That's
Is that like someone
offense.
fell down and accidentally knocked someone else on the way down? I don't know. I don't know.
Drunk 3PO is
They
here.
were
He says,
probably
nice.
throwing their trash, which
Hey,
is
Jay.
called candy
Mr.
corn.
305.
Woohoo! He says, nice looking panel here. Oh, why? Thank you, Drunk 3PO. I appreciate that.
Proper looking good tonight.
I feel excluded.
Thank you. I don't know. I was about to do I can't really do it with the arm right now. I would have been.
I think he just muted his mic.
What a putz. You unplugged your mic again?
We got to plug it back in, buddy. I
He
can't hear you.
unplugged his mic again.
Oh, whoops! I
There you go.
accidentally I pushed the button. Oops.
I'm not the one with technical difficulties that time.
Yes. Yeah.
It wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Won me. Okay. What were we just? Where was I? Oh, Will Gentry said, Candice, for a first ever stream, you're doing remarkably well. LOL.
well, thanks.
This isn't her first rodeo.
And it's funny, Jay's in here. Jay gets all the credit for letting me literally test my equipment on his drunk and a bunch of black dudes stream. So, hail, Jay. Thank you for letting me test.
And he didn't change the name of it?
No, I came on the very end, I feel like I have
so
a
you were
habit of
drunk.
doing this.
She was drunk, yeah.
So
Not
then
that
it
time.
still works then.
I
It's
should have
fine.
been.
It still
I
works.
should have been.
Yeah, maybe. That's okay. You know what? First,
Just play into the lie.
what he said. Megazord Jeremy says, proper Jeremy, what making a biopic would making a biopic movie about the Chinese president with a stuffed what a
Not sure.
I think it'd be great. I'd go see it.
Maybe if it was stop motion. I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
Okay, well, they
Oh,
didn't
the dogs
appreciate
agree
that.
with you. All right, so we're going to continue. We're going to continue after these technical difficulties has now concluded.
Did she say anything about Batwoman?
She did.
Oh, I mean, I like the utter cringe of it all. Like I'm unable
okay, that's
to do
right.
this.
I remember now.
Yeah. Yeah, I literally can't. That's and that's what that means. I just can't. I literally can't.
Candice Drunk says you were awesome on the stream.
Oh, You're sweet. It's funny. I'll tell you one thing. I did not even realize that I was listening to the playback audio, not the original StreamYard. So my entire existence on that video is delayed, which it kind of feels like that's my reality in general, but it just was visible on camera now. So
That's okay. Everyone gets delayed on something. Drunk 3PO says, Proper was my first ever guest. Yes, and it was called Test with a lowercase t. I remember it very well. It was in the early days. It was like November or something. And he's like, all right, what is this? Oh, there are 3 people watching. Oh, why are there people watching this? He's like, why are people watching this? It's like, oh, Proper Jeremy's here. All right, I could add a guest on. How do I do that? It was a whole thing, and it was beautiful. It was great. Hail Drunk 3PO in chat. All right, so back to your regular scheduled programming. What's the next article? Now it's not a Florida man this time, but an Alabama man was arrested for washing a mirror while naked in his yard.
I like this. That's my man. That's my kind of guy. He is admiring himself so much that he has to wash the mirror naked. You know he likes himself.
Oh.
That's quite the ego. I admire that.
Wait, is that like just keeping the frickin' shower curtain open the whole time and letting water go everywhere? This is not economical. You gotta be saving the planet, man.
What is this? Oh my god.
I wonder if he used green products though to do that, because that's very sensitive. And if you misplace those the cleaning stuff, one spray and things would go really wrong.
I love these things. Like, at least they knew for sure he wasn't armed.
Well, he was in the front yard.
Well,
so I mean, he was
showing his front yard.
Yeah, you want to get the floor wet, so it makes sense.
The sad part is he still looks confused as to why he got arrested.
He's confused. Well,
he's like, what is wrong?
Like, did I leave a streak or something? No, you were streaking when you were cleaning it. That's the difference.
Well, he read the Windex said no streaks.
Yeah, no streaking.
I should have told him to keep his clothes on, but he didn't get that. He didn't make that connection. So
yeah, he missed that one.
Maybe he was hogging the system.
He was too busy looking at himself.
Well, he's like Batwoman. He's got this thing about rules.
Maybe he was just really upset that he got kicked out of the nudist colony. Maybe. Now that would be really sad.
That is sad.
The gauntlet has been thrown down. Alabama man is going to take on Florida man for most bizarre headlines.
Impressive.
Well, you know what? It's not just the men, but the women.
Oh my god, are you sure? No. Are you sure?
What?
Yep, an Alabama woman calls the sheriff's office to test her meth.
She's playing it smart. She's seen the news. People are lacing those things with some crazy stuff, and I can't blame her for wanting to make sure hers is clean. Good for her.
Holy moly. She's got to figure it out.
And she just said, I want this dope tested. She goes, calls the dispatcher when the deputy arrives. She's pulled out a bag of meth and said, I want this dope tested.
Like, all right, man. I would love to have seen that receiving officer just like,
and yeah, she actually did think that it was tainted with another drug. And I guess the world may never know. But you know what?
Complete logic.
Maybe. Okay.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm incredibly sarcastic on lives. I apologize if that doesn't come across. I hope it comes across because I'm doing it wrong if it doesn't.
No, don't worry about that. You're doing.
I have dry humor.
Yes, and
it's excellent.
Yes, it's perfect. You fit very well.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I like bouncing off your flow.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Anyways, but
it's not that time of the month yet.
Yet.
Oh, I don't want to be bouncing off that flow. We're good. Let's not even go there.
Oh, but the Council of Jeremy's that time of the month will be next Saturday.
Bazing.
12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Updated with video and audio of this. A woman apparently was accidentally shot by a dog.
Wait. Hold on.
Dang.
Wait, she was shot by a dog.
Shot by a dog.
All
right. Let's get into this. A Nash woman apparently was accidentally shot by a dog Thursday afternoon while she and the man she is a caretaker for were waiting for a train. This is a lot of layers to it. A lot of character development.
Wow.
You got a novel, not a story.
How did
Right.
How did he do that?
I'm getting a very vivid picture right here. The police department responded to the 2:32 p.m. call at this address after receiving a 911 call reporting an accidental shooting. She was 79 years old, was stopped for a train on North End, and her caretaker, blah, 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 blah. Her yellow lab was in the back seat of the vehicle, which was has a folding center console. A .22 caliber handgun was under the console. And while they were stopped for the train, the dog jumped from the back seat onto the console, causing the gun to discharge and hitting her in the left thigh.
What the hell?
One second. May I interrupt? I have a question.
Yes.
This will figure out everything. It's two-part. Was the dog white? And did he see the movie Joker?
Oh God.
I feel
like that was
the dog was not white. It was a yellow lab.
Yellow.
Okay.
A whole nother layer there. Wow.
Yes.
Was he an incel dog?
So the pistol was loaded
wait a minute.
towards her in between a console and the seat.
What was that?
Well, so I'm just trying to figure out how this happened. So mechanically, the pistol's loaded, it's laying down, it's facing her. Is it a revolver? Is a hammer cocked? What?
No, it's a .22 caliber handgun.
Yeah, so
I don't know. Police said cloth from the seat covers also could have triggered the gun. While they were stopped for the train, the dog jumped from the back seat, hitting her in the thigh. Said cloth from the seat covers could have gotten into the trigger well of the gun, causing it to discharge. Park said, called the police. He doesn't normally carry the weapon loaded. Okay. This is just a weird.
And there's audio. They have audio of it. That's crazy.
Of the call?
I don't know if we could actually play it, so I'm just gonna not.
Hashtag
I don't know.
Oh, probably.
What did the
but
dog
we
have to
already.
say?
Yeah, well, let's hear what the dog had to say about it.
Did the dog mean to shoot her? I mean,
did the dog have to like?
Is the dog being abused? Is it maybe this was a cry of for help for the lab?
As long as it doesn't.
He got triggered.
As long as.
No, literally. Yeah, he was triggered. All right.
Yeah.
And she was.
Maybe the lady cried wolf. That's. I don't know.
He's like, no, not a wolf, B. God. Triggered.
All right. Anyways. All right. So our next lovely story is this astonished driver is pulled over and fined $173 for drinking water behind the wheel in scorching 39 degrees Celsius heat, all because of a little-known road.
Whoa. I'm a stupid American. What is that Fahrenheit?
Okay. Actually, I was going to bring that up
earlier. We're all
earlier.
stupid Americans.
Yeah.
It's 102
like 110?
degrees. No, it's 102.
102?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow.
That's pretty hot.
I would need a little bit of water too. Where are we at? There we go. Apparently, if converted, it can be illegal to drink if a driver loses control of the car. To drink water? Okay, if you lose... Still fucking stupid.
So, like, you can only wear a camel pack when you're driving there? Is that the rule? Like, camel packs only? Or a long-ass, like, straw? One of those whirly straws that go around your head or whatever?
Yeah. Oh, like those, like, beer hats, except fill it with water?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'd wear that. That'd be kind of cool.
I've never worn one of those before. It's like almost like having that little like rainbow pinwheel thing on the hat that's just like you flick it around. It's like, I don't know.
You wear that
Snowy.
driving, people know that you are incredibly safe driver. That's what that means.
Safety first.
Right. 2 hands on the wheel.
You've got your tenant to prioritized, and that's good.
Yeah. Good luck if you have good luck if you have a stick shift. Oops. Nope. Nope. Doesn't excuse it. Always have to have 2 hands on the wheel. Grow a 3rd arm or you're screwed. Anyways, but let's get back to our lovely Florida man news. Florida man was arrested after allegedly forcing an alligator to drink beer.
Whoa.
I love this video.
Yeah, I saw this video. This is awesome.
You have a good article.
Ain't nobody force an alligator to do anything it don't want to.
Oh, yeah. Oh, of course. 2 Florida men were arrested after allegedly catching an alligator and encouraging it to bite one of the men's arms while forcing it to drink beer. How stupid. How stupid.
It's like a good Florida Saturday night, brother. Well, come on. That's how they go down there in Florida.
I have in the same month, the complaint was received by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission about the incident, which was said to be recorded on video. It's alleged that the video shows the guy holding the alligator captive while attempting the animal to bite his right forearm. Why would you do that? It's not just going to bite you; it's going to rip it off.
I feel like that alligator it said encouraging it to bite. It's like that poor alligator was like, no, man, I don't want to do that. I saw what happened to what's his face, the gorilla. Like, I am not about that life. Like, go away. And, and they're encouraging it. And then they have to like get him intoxicated to make him bite him. That's so sad.
Well, I think they were being kind to the alligator. I mean, I'm sure it was hot. And what goes better with a hot day than a cold beer?
That's true.
Now,
I thought he was going to say what goes better with a hot day than a fucking idiot.
And it says reports of alligators attacking humans in the state appear to be on the rise in recent years. No thanks to these 2 Florida men. Thank you for more attacks that we need. So this is a good one. DirecTV charges a 102-year-old woman early termination fee after she died.
It's a legitimate termination fee.
Oh God! It's just like 2. Was it?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Dude, they published this story exclusively for that headline, and it is glorious.
Oh God!
A woman delivered that to her mailbox.
A woman born before television.
I'm from AT&T. You're terminated. Go to hell. I'm sorry for your loss.
Television was invented. I didn't consider that.
I was like,
for an early termination fee. Did she get plugged off of life support or something? Jesus. They should.
I hope they got they needed to hopefully got like a return to sender or something, or a forwarding address somewhere out of this world, because that's the only time they were going to get that money back.
Makes me glad I'm on Verizon.
Right. Everything was fine until we went to disconnect, and that's when all the surprises.
Amen. She died. All right, we'll just go send it to the funeral home. She's still there.
Her kids got money.
They told us we're going to charge you $160 for an early termination fee. She's gone. Nobody's living here. We're selling the house. You're going to tell us we have to keep the service at a house that's not ours? Oh, man. I feel bad for the family just having to deal with this shit. Born before television was invented. Oh, my God.
If Verizon and T-Mobile don't capitalize on this, they're both fools.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And then we're going to get to that one later. That's going to be the last one. The VA refunds $400 million in mistaken home loan fees. That a $400 million oopsie.
Yeah.
I actually remember another $400 million oopsie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh.
Very nice. Noise.
Boom, boom. Shh. There we go.
Why did you have to sink? Why did you have to sink so low?
Oh,
Why?
very nice.
Why? Oh God, this was great. A man sues Apple claiming his iPhone turned him gay. This is interesting. A Russian man, he says this comes after an incident involving gay coin cryptocurrency, saying he suffered moral harm. He is asking for 1 million rubles, according to a copy of the complaint seen by the news agency. Homosexuality was decriminalized in Russia in 1993, but anti-gay prejudice is still widespread. This legislation banning the spreading, banning the spreading of what it described as gay propaganda. This officially bans the promotion of that. So what happens in a suit filed on September 20th? It's claimed a cryptocurrency called Gaycoin was delivered via a smartphone app rather than the Bitcoin he had ordered. Cryptocurrency is basically, that's virtual money. And according to the complaint, the Gaycoin cryptocurrency arrived with a note saying, "Don't judge until you try." I thought, in truth, how can I judge something without trying? I decided to try same-sex relationships.
Whoa.
He actually went for it.
Wow.
He says, now I have a boyfriend, and I do not know how to explain this to my parents. Life has changed for the worse.
Wow.
He will never become normal. What the
Wow.
I got nothing on this. Guys.
I think the moral of the story is don't buy an iPhone.
Yeah. Was this the pink iPhone? Is it an app that he downloaded? I mean,
I don't know. Apple has not yet responded to the request.
Android doesn't do that to you, but if Apple does, if Apple's got that.
Once again, if Samsung doesn't capitalize on this, they're fools.
And
Samsung.
They've got quite the market share. They need to start turning everyone.
Yeah, hey.
There's a lot of straight people out there.
Droid.
Oh wow, that might help.
The cell phone.
Oh
community.
wow. But last but certainly not least, this pissed me off, and this pissed PB off, pissed Candice off. Pretty sure it pissed 19K Fox off a bit.
Damn right.
And yeah, here it is. This week in bullshit. A bald eagle dies after a hunter, after shooting it, mistakes it for a goose.
Do you have the picture? Do you have that picture that I?
I'm going to bring that up.
Okay, good. Because it's so stupid.
Well, first, we're going to read that up, and then I'm going to bring up those pictures. And So anyways, a bald eagle was shot and later died after a waterfowl hunter mistook it for a goose over the weekend. Lord, what the fuck? Why? Wrong. Oh my God. That was bad timing. What the fuck?
Honk.
That should have been on this one. Why? Where was that ad on here?
You must be using an iPhone.
Come on.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity. I'm sorry for interrupting a serious story, but yeah. Okay, anyways, we'll start over. A bald eagle dies after a hunter mistakes it for a goose. And they said they was shot and later died. The 2-year-old eagle was in the care of Wings of Wonder and Empire when it had to be euthanized on Monday because of the severity of its injuries. Both its wings were fractured and it had multiple gun pellet wounds. The eagle was shot and checked in on Saturday. The hunter said the sun was in his eyes and thought it was a goose. He might as well have said it was a flying cat. She was just cruising the river looking for a meal and got shot. It's so preventable. She didn't need to die. And being a juvenile, the eagle did not have the iconic white head that would have made it more distinct from a goose. Eagles get their white head when they reach sexual maturity at age 5 and usually raise their fist. What did you just say?
Don't forget. My mind went somewhere it shouldn't because I've been on Twitter looking at things I shouldn't, and it was really funny. Sorry. You're talking about she got her white head, and I just thought it was funny the way that was. And the only reason that my mind even went there, to be honest, is on Twitter, that whole candy corn feud, seeing that the silo reverse inflate, whatever. Like, yeah, that was hilarious. So sorry about that.
See,
anyway,
I thought you were laughing at reaching sexual maturity at age 5. I thought that's what you were laughing at. I was like, what the?
I missed that part completely because my mind just went right over it to something else.
To Whitehead. We get it.
She didn't get it. She didn't get her white head. Poor thing. All right, continue. Sorry about that.
Maybe next time.
Okay. Anyways, oh man, that just breaks my heart. I mean, that really does. I mean, just wow. Lessard suspects the bird was a female based on its weight and the large size of its feet. White specks on its head as a 2-year-old, which means it survived at least one winter. About 75% of raptors in Michigan died during their first winter. Those are more serious cases because she would have been a good breeding bird in the state. You know what? And I'm going to take this opportunity to look at the pictures that Candice had sent us in our chat just earlier. And yeah, they were very, very telling. And I'm very glad that you brought these to our attention. So I'm going to bring up the chat right here. Just give me just a second. All right. Adding it in. Okay. Hopefully that worked.
That was an amazing picture. I couldn't help it.
Oh, yeah. American Eagle versus the Canadian
He was showing a
Goose.
picture of that white head.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. That was great. That is a great picture right there. Just look at that. Just, yeah, no competition. There's no mistaking it. It looks nothing alike. Nothing alike. Look at that scrawny little neck. Jeez. I mean, seriously. And then,
so, yeah.
And then the other one,
that picture. That's the condemning photo right there. There's a mature bald eagle and one that hasn't got her white head yet. Mm-hmm. And yeah, a goose, I think not. Especially if you're a quote unquote waterfowl hunter. Like, I don't get that, but I don't know. I just saw that picture and I was like, you got to be out of your mind. That was, I think it's a felony if you kill a bald eagle. I think it is. Mm-hmm. And
damn well should
100% is.
Yep.
Yeah. And so if this is the best they could come up with, good luck with that. That's
oh yeah.
Far from it.
He was probably
that guy is going to jail. Hammered. Oh yeah, that guy's going to jail for sure.
Yep.
And should. Yeah. First time offender
he
can
better get more than the 10 days than the Florida man got.
Oh my God! If he gets a lighter sentence than this guy, I swear I'm gonna be pissed.
He's a white guy, and I know that because it was in Upper Michigan.
That's a fact.
Yeah, waterfowl hunter in Michigan. I don't know.
And although the bird of prey, considered an American symbol, is no longer on the endangered species list, no thanks to idiots like that guy, it is illegal to shoot them in the United States. Yeah, thank goodness they're off the endangered species list. But this motherfucker who shot him is trying to get him back on. So fuck this guy for making a stupid-ass mistake. It says, in 30 years of working with raptors and seeing many that were shot, this guy said, this is the first time that the shooter is known. River Guide was in the vicinity when the incident occurred. She said he was pointing out the eagle to his client when it was shot. So they were observing a bald eagle, like, oh, look, that was a bald eagle. It's so cool. And they just get shot. And they watched the hunter. Terrific. They watched the hunter walk over to the bird, see that it was alive, and then proceed to pick up his decoys. The River Guide called authorities who met them at the docks. Thank you, 19K Fox, for pointing this out.
And that whole time, he's like, it was a goose. It was a goose. It was a goose. He had no time to come up with the story. That's why he said he thought it was a goose.
Oh, yeah. The eagle has been tagged and frozen as evidence in the DNR investigation. The veterinarian's notes are also saved for the investigation. The Indiana did not. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This guy should go to jail. But let me just get the thoughts of this in the panel. Do you believe this asshole? Do you believe that he really thought it was a goose? Like, come on. Like, seriously.
I think he was a bald-faced liar. That's what I think.
Oh,
Face.
that was clever. That was
Thank you.
pretty clever. All right. See you, Mary.
Oh,
Thanks for stopping
shit.
by.
She said something clever and I missed it. What did she say?
He was a bald-faced liar.
Instead of bold-faced
yeah,
liar,
that's good.
I punned it
That's
up. Sorry.
She punched
Yep.
the hell out of it.
I have a habit of doing that. If you catch me on Twitter sometime at Geeky Candy.
Will says this guy wasn't playing Duck Duck Goose. He was playing Goose Goose Eagle. Man. Any thoughts on this, guys, before we close out?
No, I hope his bottom has been bleached because he's probably heading to jail.
That's
Oh, yeah.
correct.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Where you
pissed
go,
off
Michigan?
because he broke the cardinal rule of hunting. Know what is behind your target. And if you're hunting in fog, you ain't got no clue what's behind your target.
Pretty much.
You're well said.
Fox?
This son of a bitch killed America. I mean, come on. I mean, of all the mistakes to make, this is not the one you make. It's pathetic. It's sad. And however you bleach your ass, you need to get on that, buddy. Here's the thing to do in jail.
You pay someone.
Yeah.
Yep. Be prepared for Bubba's butt pull. All right.
Don't drop the soap anytime soon.
When they find out he shot a bald eagle, it's over.
Oh yeah. Oh,
wait
and
until-
when his inmates and the inmates just find out about that,
Especially
they're
in
like,
Michigan, I bet you a lot of the inmates in Michigan are gonna, if they're
like, listen, like I may have killed my entire family, but you shot a bald eagle.
yeah.
That's
That's a crime against America.
that's a crime against America.
It's like, I was the rapist in this prison, but they're bringing in the guy that killed America, so
Yeah.
I'm one up on the list
Hold
now.
up, hold up. They're bringing in an eagle killer. Okay,
Yeah.
just leave me alone.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Anyways, oh wow. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. I'm sorry we had to end on such a bad note, though. Just that's rough, but you know what? God bless America. Now we're gonna start out. With our closing statements, and just feel free to say anything about any of the topics that we talked about, just very briefly, and then tell us about your channel. And we're gonna start out, ladies first. All right, Candice, you have the floor.
Oh, great. Well, so I'm really new to all this, and I find it quite therapeutic to just get online and bitch about things that I don't like. And I appreciate when people let me do that on their live stream. So thank you, Proper. And so I just kind of started up my YouTube channel. Go over there and check it out. It's Geeky Candy. My URL is still it's still noobed. So I'm looking as soon as I get to 100 subscribers, which I think I'm like just a few away, like maybe like 5 or 6.
Get her up there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I got a lot of
That's
support.
real close, people in the chat. How many people are watching right now?
21
Me
people
too.
currently
97.
watching.
Woo! Yeah.
Yep.
All right, yeah, guys, just hit that subscribe button and come, follow me over on Twitter. I'll shoot some notifications when I go live. It may not be on my channel anytime soon because I'm still building it out, but I'll be on other people's YouTubes and I'll make sure to announce it there. So I appreciate it. I had a lot of fun and I definitely want to do this again.
Oh, you posted your first video yesterday.
I did. It was a little intro and it's awful. I am obviously technology escapes me, as you can see when I lost my, I didn't even know I wasn't charging my laptop. So yeah, there's some of that visible there too. It's just it's what you get with me. I'm technologically illiterate, and that's okay because I can be punny.
You're at 99 subscribers. We just need the one.
Seriously, just one?
Yep.
Guys,
Just one person.
who's gonna
One
be my
person.
100? Who's gonna do it?
Just give her
Who's
one
gonna
more.
do it?
That's awesome. You guys rock. I love the fandom. All right.
All right, there you go.
Who's next?
Woohoo! Happy 100.
Oh, I get to change my URL to something relevant. Yes.
Woohoo!
Thank you. Thank you.
Happy 100, Candice.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I'll take it. I'll take all the petty subs. Just send them my way.
Oh, no, it's not petty anything.
101 now.
I have no shame. It's all good.
Woohoo! All right. So
Good
happy
job.
100, Candice.
Yeehaw.
Good job,
All
everybody.
right.
Thanks.
No, it still says 98. Nope, it says 100 for me. 101. There we go. All right.
Yay. Thanks,
Woo.
guys.
And of course, we got to get to the lovely regular on the panel now, Pop Culture PB. He's also we're also part of the Fandom Zone Bridge crew on General Zod's channel. You can check us out there.
That's funny.
PB, tell the people what you got going on.
Oh yeah, we always got some crazy stuff going on in the Fandom Zone. I'm sure there'll be another late night talks tonight, starting in about 3 hours 20 minutes or so. So if you want to hop over to General Zod's channel, that's where I will be later. And then the stuff that I got coming up this week, whoever knows, maybe it'll be a Batwoman video, maybe it'll be a High Council highlight. I do anything and everything. Maybe it'll be me bitching about Troy Aikman again, because he is the worst commentator I've ever heard in my entire life. And one last thing, candy corn sucks.
I agree. And last but certainly not
Oh, I
least-
got an eye roll out of it.
Sorry. From who? Was it just me or someone else too?
No, it was you, girl.
Damn it. All right.
Yeah, it was
just
you.
I'm the lone candy corn eater here today. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'll live.
100%
It's okay.
you
More
down
for
there.
me. All right. I'll take it.
All right. Well, last but certainly not least, my Ohio brother, Foxy's man on the panel. 19K.
Ooh.
He got weirded out by that. Hey, it's a pun. It's a pun. It's humor.
Hey, yeah, thanks so much for having me, Proper. This is 19K Fox. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter at 19KFox1. And Candy Corn is evil. Troy Aikman is a great man. And you can you can find me on Shenanigans tomorrow night with Mary. I'll look forward to seeing you.
Oh, so will I be. Hey, woohoo.
What's up,
Real
brother?
quick. Oh, Troy Aikman.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
I have to say this. I am from Dallas, Texas. I grew up there my whole life, and I actually ate right next to him at a really great place. It's a Mexican food place. A bunch of my girlfriends and I were like, "Is that Troy Aikman?" And he literally was sitting right next to us. So we were fangirling like crazy, just trying to take photos of us. Like,
It's true. You didn't bother to say hello.
I would take a picture too, but I bet you didn't listen to his commentary about
No,
the food.
I think he's an awful commentator, and I think that he should have left the NFL earlier than he did. I think it's a sad
Yeah,
demise.
Tony
of
Romo
somebody
needs to do every game.
Tony
Yeah,
Romo is so much
The
better.
opposite of Witten, though. I'm thankful he came back. Lord, give him a ring. He deserves it. I love that guy. Sorry, I digress. Move on. Sorry.
You know what? If you liked it, you should have put a ring on it. Anyways, my name's Proper Jeremy. This has been This Week in Bullshit. We will be returning next week, same time, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 Eastern. And tomorrow, I'm going to get the Batwoman completely done. Normally doesn't take this long, but yeah, I am not about to just not release this. It was not fun. It's not fun watching it, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. And hopefully you enjoy my my video, my critique of it, my review, more than the actual episode itself, because I certainly did, and I don't like watching myself on screen, much like everyone else. When you edit yourself, it's always weird. But anyways, thank you each and every single one of you. My proper compadres, live long and proper, and as always, have a great day. Bye, everyone, and God bless America!